Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and fuckers, Trashkin all, good evening, and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. It's time to gather around the trash fire. I'm, of course, your friendly neighborhood raccoon. He's, of course, by and on the spectrum. It's the Trash Bear, and today, we're getting right back into Skyrim. But before we do, I've got a little bit of a breakdown, so... the weekend before I recorded this, oh dear lord, Trashkin, first there was the flu, the week before that. I picked up the hard drive upgrade, which was kind of a lost cause. It's for storage now. I was unaware that Windows, I was going to replace the primary hard drive, the master boot drive. Unbeknownst to me, I was days old when I learned Windows doesn't like or primary or master boot drives to be larger than 2 terabytes. Don't ask me why, Trashkin. They just don't. It's something to do with the way the partition tables are written, or possibly they never planned for drives that large. It sounds like something Microsoft would overlook. Any hoozle. So that's a small loss. I gotta fish as part out of my motherboard box when I find it. Speaking of motherboards, though, so I run an Asus, and the motherboard itself is fine. But dear sweet Glob Trashkin, stay away from Armory Crate. No, seriously, it's terrible. There's been a lot of on-off, but I use it for my noise-canceling mic program, so you might notice a difference in the quality of audio because I switched over programs because Armory Crate has ceased to function properly, and after a day or two of fiddling with it, I don't know what's going on. I've tried every ritual of repair, ignition, maintenance that I know. I'm out of tech priest tricks. I'd commit tech heresy to get it working, but I don't think that'll work either. Like, I flashed the BIOS, I got everything up to date and rolling, I did manual updates, I did the pull and fresh reinstall. Nothing. Asus doesn't want to let me adjust the device settings on my own motherboard, which is where the mic the mic noise cancellation program is, which drives me up the wall. Because it worked for like a day afterward. I'm like, okay, maybe I don't need to pull a new. Okay, we're gonna have to try out something new. So we swapped over to NVIDIA broadcast. It might be a little different, Trashkin. It might be a little different. Grounds that tell you if you might find a clue. We may just find a clue. Could have used one last week. Kitchen spare. Now what? Well, I'm glad I got the intro out of the way. You gonna land, or you're just gonna circle the mushroom there? Anytime this week, be nice. Oh, and it's a legendary. Oh. Seriously? Apparently, being 3 feet off the ground is just a little too high for my distance.
Look, now!
Have I mentioned these dragons are straight up ridiculous? This is with reducing its armor? Good lord. Oh, right. you damaged my stamina. I forget. Alright. That'll do. And my bones now. Give me that soul. Don't have a use for it right now, but I'd like it for the collection. There we go. If I could, I'd drag it to the front door of the mage, just to make his life a little more inconvenient. Oh, spawn bits? Huh. Oh, spawn bits. I suppose this is... You know... Hello. What's that? I'll be damned. I'll be damned. You turned out to be useful after all. Did your skill just roll down there? Oh no, that's a different skin. When did that one happen? I have no memory of this dragon kill. I got the gameritis again, Trashkin. No, so... Looking around, I saw Oblivion's remaster dropped. I'm a little hesitant to hop in because, you know, there's a greater than 0 chance that ZeniMax goes on strike. They did vote to approve a general strike. I'm hesitant to hop in right this instant. It is a game from the era of Rasp Was Broke that I never got to play with. And Spin to Win speech sounds just wild. I've been told I should check out Hackter if I ever hop in. But it's gonna be a minute. Oh, and there are so many horror RPGs popping up. Like, I didn't know Fear and Hunger, which, of the two, Fear and Hunger and Fear Hunger Termina, if you're gonna hop in blind, start with Termina. It's a little more forgiving.
Did you fill those soul gems like I asked you?
Yes,
Say, how would you like to advance the art of
This
magic?
appears to be the source of the attacks.
I've known for decades that heartstones will animate the ash, but it would have to be very close by. Where exactly did you find this heartstone?
In Ildre Surface game.
Ildari? Then it was my own fault. She was my apprentice before Talvis. She volunteered for one of my experiments involving heartstones.
Yeah. Volunteered.
It was quite annoying when she died.
No body, just a heartstone. Explain.
What? That's impossible. Wait, unless she didn't actually die, the heartstone could have kept her right at the edge of life and death. Could it be? Could Ildari still be alive? Could she be my nemesis? Wait a moment, while I cast a more specific divination.
Yeah, sure, I got nothing but time. Which reminds me. You know what? Why not?
I call upon the powers of the sun, moons, and stars. Ildari Sarathril, reveal yourself.
Anytime this week, buddy.
Clumsy oaf! She lives. Seek her in High Point Tower.
Is that what the red means, or is the burst of red
does
aurora
live, after all. She
just
thought she could hide from me, but she can't.
the magical equivalent of
She's
peeing your
holed up
pants?
in High Point Tower. Go rip that thrice-cursed heartstone from her chest.
Why don't you do
I don't
this?
have time to go traipsing all over Solstheim.
Funny how often that
If I don't
comes
hear
up.
back from you after a while, you're probably dead. Maybe I'll send Talvis out next.
Oh, I do like Talvis.
Yes, Hameus. Now, it's only a rumor of a whisper of a conjecture. Now, hurry. That book might contain the final secrets of Xerxes, for all we know.
Be sure to bring back an amusing story how Ildori died.
You know, if there's a betrayal option here, I'm taking it. I'm just saying, I have more sympathy for the apprentice than I do the mage. Like, I have met few NPCs I hate on that deeply personal level. Like, you just know this man takes credit for his assistant's work. You know it. This is the kind of guy that, like... Okay, so, as a friend explained to me, there are a couple ways to know if a contractor's a jerk or not. If you ever worked hardware. Now, there's what I like to refer to as the hardware test. The hardware test, the non-jerk contractor will introduce themselves, name first. Yeah, I'm a contractor, I gotta pick up some things. Just in passing. The jerk will introduce themselves as, I'm a contractor, then maybe their name or company, then what they need. Those are usually a clue that they're going to be a gigantic pain in the butt. So much so that it became common practice to best possible customer service at a reasonable level there, just so we don't have to deal with them twice. Kind of a fear. Now, that's not true of all contractors that introduce themselves the ways, but it shook out like that a lot. The other is how they refer to the work. Now, certain contractors who spend all day watching YouTube videos in their truck, for all I know, refer to it as I for the work site. As in, their crew is only an extension of their will. Which, if you've worked a blue-collar gig, annoys the hell out of you. Because, no, you were in the truck. And yeah, those are some important functions, no doubt. But you didn't lay shit for concrete. You didn't tie the rebar. You didn't sink any anchor bolts. You ordered the anchor bolts. Thank you for making sure we can do our job. However, you didn't have a thing to do with raising any of these walls, slapping up any of this cladding, or laying any of this floor. You know? Versus the tolerable contractor who goes, yeah, the crew and I. And occasionally will actually be out of that truck and doing. Like, don't get me wrong. The truck office is a critical juncture for a lot of things that need to happen on a job site. And not everyone's lucky enough to have a trailer office, hence the truck must serve from time to time. Now, I haven't spent a lot of time in construction, but I have a fair few friends who were. And a summer job or two. Enough to get a feel, not enough to be an ex. Oh, there was something over here. I'll be. Well, game, you gonna tell me how to get up there, or we can play the guessing game? Guessing game it is. Alright, let's see what we can work out for ourselves. Slide down the hillways. Oh boy. I was at like a pip of health. Somebody else could be out there. Oh, there we are. There we are. That's what we're looking for. Oh. Alright, no more burnt springs. Terrific. High Point Tower. Ash spawn galore. Stay down. Give me the minerals. Don't mind if I do. Oh, it's gonna be a good day, Trashkin. Finally figured out how to get in the tower. Okay. This seems like familiar theming. Down it is. The general. The fools have taken me in. Weak, pathetic men intent on looting this ancient fortress with their crude mining. Mira is pleasant enough. I may choose to spare her when the time comes. I'm still weak from Nilaf's betrayal. He promised me power and glory. He failed to mention the constant pain and the voices. By the Free, I would do anything not to hear the voices. When my strengths return, I will have my vengeance upon my former master. I can feel the power of the Heartstone beating inside me. I need to find a way to tap into its power. Then he shall pay in blood and fire and ash. I'd have gone with blood, fire, and ash, but you know me, I'm a stickler for the comma format. Huh. Be no reasoning with them. See, I'd like to put in a betrayal option. Oh. And spooters. And spooters. See, that's what annoys me. Metamorphose. Entirely destroyed. Well, lots of work to do. Lots of work to do. So much work to do. Is that, no, those are ruby geodes. I'm always a little disappointed those aren't gold. Alright, well, let's get this over with, shall we? There we go. Was that an aftershock? Oh, that was an aftershock. Okay, good. Well, mining to do. Mining to do. But I gotta say, there are so many horror RPGs I've been up now. Like, No Phase, The Depths, I think it was The Depths, which already has a follow-up in development. Lurks Within Walls I got to fiddle with. Don't Look Outside. Like, I am so glad to see people fiddling with the genre again, because, like, even just finding turn-based with horror theming was a whole chore for a long, long while. Which, yeah, I'm gonna go right ahead and Fear and Hunger, it's flowers for that. Because the success of that, I dare say, kicked open the doors for other people to give it a shot. Though, like, it's long been the purview of the amateur. Oh, so the Frosts do. So those do have their own. Okay, good to know. Taking that info geode. I'm drowning in gems, Trashkin, but I can always use some more. For sure, we could make ourselves a Scrooge McDuck room at this point with the sheer number of gems we have available to us. Remember, go with cuts for rounded corners if you're going to try to pro Scrooge McDuck and swim in them. No, seriously, extra dense materials are real painful against the skin if you don't have, you know, faceted corners, as opposed to rounded or faceted corners, as opposed to as opposed to sharp, pointy ones, which are a problem for skin. Again, friction and dense minerals are a problem for skin. It should be in the skin user's manual, but it isn't. So I'm excited to start filling this up. Oh! Shark. Still one of my least favorite things to deal with in this game. Hi! Bye! Night night. And another 2 down. I tell you, this feels faster than mining. I'll take that iron, though. Why is it always common? Then again, if a common's also enough to summon fireballs, lightning, flames, and frost. Oh, tripwire. I guess that doesn't count as a ground trap. Which is funny, because, again, I am immune to ground traps. What happened there? Yeah, sure, why not? So did you just wipe out all your companions down here, or what do you thought? See, Ordelia prepared explosive runes today. It looks like the dead end to me, so let's start there. Volume 2. I am stronger now. The Heartstone kept me alive after Neilif's butchery. I can feel the bones in the ash calling me. I can call back to them too. With the Heartstone, I can bind the spirits to bone and ash and raise a servant to do my bidding. Tonight I will seize control. The miners and fortune seekers are pawns in Neilif. I can feel them staring at me. I'm sure they're sending him messages, reporting on my every move. The only ones I can trust are the voices. They never lie to me. They've never lied to me. They've shown me that these fools plan to betray me, just like Neilif. When they are all asleep, I will raise my ash spawn. The brute of a leader will die first. I can see the lust in his heart. He may act all kind and generous, but I know what he wants. What they all want. They want the Heartstone. Not where I was expecting you to go with that, but I'll keep a few prisoners. I need to test subjects for my experiments. There is more that the Heartstone can do. I just need to try out a few ideas. You know, it's bad when the mages start experimenting. Hello. Good news, bad news. You survived.
Thank you for rescuing me. That witch was gonna kill me soon. I just know it.
Ildari? What can you
They were
tell me
digging
about
in
her?
these mines when she found us. She was hurt so bad. We took pity on her and nursed her back to health. She repaid our kindness by attacking us in the middle of the night. Those of us that didn't die were made prisoners.
Oh, what did she do to your comrades?
Horrible things. Experiments. And worse, I'm the last one. The others are all dead now.
Well, there goes what
If you
sympathy
find
I
her,
had for them.
don't make her end quick.
I am terribly sorry, but given these Dragonbone daggers, I unfortunately specialize in quick, clean, sudden, and very often silent. Though not always in that order or together. Where
First, I'm
go?
gonna leave this place as fast as I can. Then I'm gonna get on the first boat to the mainland. Good luck to you.
Tell them I sent you. You might get a discount for my repeat business. I'm not gonna worry about those. Oh, wheat doesn't grow here. I'll take that salt and skeever hide, though. What were you hoping to accomplish with that, really? Did I butt up against the wall? Come on, you know those are better placed on the floor. This is not amateur hour. Like a goat. Girl's gotta eat after all. Subtle. We'll leave the ore for the walkout. That's a lot of ore. They were not fools. This is a good strike.
You've gone far enough. Neloth is a fool to think he could send some lowlife to finish me off.
A guildmaster, low life, thank you. Well, you know, I'm the creme de la creme of lowlives in this world. Oop. Nothing on the Ashbond soccer. Doing the old firefall bling up there, huh? Can I re-sneak? It feels like greed a little, or cheating a little bit. Yeah, those are glimmers. I'm not gonna be able to pull those. Get back here! Guardian of the Traitor? Yeah, for later. For later. No time to read now. I had to pick up some sentry minerals, though. What? It's not like I can make a trip to the mainland every time I think I need another ingredient, Trashkin. Then it's valuable. Huh. Why not? Bread, cheese, and a tankard. We'll make use of those later. We're going to use the tankard to melt down the cheese and dunk my bread. What? How is that not the correct solution to this equation? The Ashbond and start killing themselves off. Well, it doesn't seem to be a way up there, from this side anyway. Doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile up there. Still, doesn't hurt to get a good look. You know how the depths be. I like to sprinkle things in weird places. Yeah, skull hat. One place for it. Skull boots. Obligatory strong box. What else to go with those? All he needs a coat and we're set. Lingering poisons. Unceasing magica. Oh, that's a lot of deadly lingering poison. It's almost like they're trying to give me a hint or something. Huh. That's a rock trap if ever I've seen one. This is quite the complex. Up. Ain't it a joy, Trashkin? Ain't it a joy? Mind? I'm trying to disarm your traps. Whoop. Almost. Not quite.
The hot
Not for long it doesn't. Well, if you say so, game. Expect a little more custom animation work there, but... Well, those are mine now. We're gonna take the staff to make sure no random bandit gets hold of it. Okay, good. We did get that one. Alright, we'll worry about what's over there in a beat. Oop. Not the tile key, otherwise known as the Bethesda key. No need for that just yet. That's for when you're bored of the game or you need to revive someone. Well, that's a...
Lunaus!
Oh, shit. My bad, buddy. Sorry, bro. Okay, well, that takes us back home. So, I'm gonna fetch all the minerals and, head back up to the foyer. Oh. Looks like I might have missed an ultimate potion or two. And a giant's toe. Can't pass those up. Okay, from here it's just me scavenging more goods. I thought I might have stumbled onto a missed section. Some... Re-minerals. Re-minerals. Looks like I cleaned up this section nicely. Nothing, but is there a way in there? Oh no, it's just a busted base. Didn't even notice the busted tower. It's like, ah, yes, stairs. Alright, well, back to basic mining. I'll spare you. Which reminds me, Trashkin, when you're seeking materials early game, there is no shame. Oh, she didn't make it. I should have disarmed that. I should have disarmed. You know what, Trashkin? Let's take a minute and do that, shall we? Alright, quick rerun, and come to think of it, now's a good time to save. See if we can't let this poor woman out alive. That's embarrassing. Not as embarrassing. More like it.
Thank you for... That witch was gonna kill me soon. I just know it. We were digging... She repaid... Those of us that didn't die were horrible. I'm the last... If you find her. First I'm gonna... Then I'm gonna get on the first... Good luck to you.
Alright, champ. The city is a monstrous company at times. Who decided rocks were magical death for this poor woman? Well, we at least tried, Trashkin. We at least tried. Us just weren't meant to survive this world, I suppose. Well, let's tell the mage. I'm pretty sure he's going to be insufferable about it. What? I'd rather not chop wood. I haven't seen a chopping block on this whole island. I might need arrows again someday. Possibly. Eventually. I mean, it's very possible. I won't need Dwemer metal anytime soon. Kinda makes me feel like a horse's ass for the sheer number of times I went between home and that dungeon. If I knew I was gonna need half of that, not even half, I probably wouldn't have spent so much time on it, but here we are. Well, for now, I think we're mostly done here. Where's me? Let's take a look-see at that book. We've been there and done that. I could have sworn we grabbed that book. Is the mage just sending me on busy work trying to get me killed? Seems like something you'd do. I imagine we're gonna have to try and run out the clock a little bit on the good old The old dig site. I feel like we're close there, but...
You're alive!
Idari's dead.
Well, you have proven to be a more valuable ally than I anticipated.
You don't
have
anticipate a
stuff
lot.
for you, but I would also like to make you a member of my household. A member of House Telvanni.
I'd rather not,
No
considering
need
how you
to
treat the
thank
help.
me. I know you are overwhelmed with gratitude.
Whelmed, mayhap. How's Drovis?
I suppose that depends. Are you willing to be an experiment? Say, how would you... The man makes a... Oh, don't waste your time. Those things are for the weak and foolish. For now, not much, but in a few decades, when I return to Vardenfell, you would be seen as Morrowind nobility. In the meantime, we would keep a bed and chest here for you.
Oh, that was an option? Honestly, no
Well,
thank
what are
you.
waiting
This place
for?
is
Go
terrifying.
get me that book.
Did he just do the thing again? Oh, no, I'm overburdened. Yep. Yup. Yarp. There we go. Problem solved. I'm like, did he just perform another unauthorized experiment on me? So I suppose it's time for a stroll back to Ravenloft, drop off some goods, and run the clock out for a couple of beats in Skyrim proper while we wait for our dig site to clear itself. Hey, friendo. Which reminds me, yeah, absolutely not. Oh, hey, that's right. There we go. Read waking dreams. I don't think I have waking dreams. Oh, I do. Okay, we'll worry about that in a beat or two. Looks like I'm ahead of the game. So many sundry minerals to drop off. You know, Trashkin, I think I'll spare you the trip back. On the other hand, I could do with the roll time. We are painfully close to being done with this run. I mean, all I gotta do is finish the expansion, but at the same time, the urge to explore is strong. On the other hand, I've been doing this for a year. I'm conflicted a little bit. I don't want to sprint, and I don't want to walk. You know? Well, let's see if our man's made any progress since we've been out and about. Oh, hey, now that looks like a proper encampment. Hey, they're alive!
We've got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard.
Come back
Keep
soon.
saying the crews aren't sharp. I suspect the only reason you survive is you
It's
don't do
Rallis's
a
problem
single
now.
turn of work down there. Or, alternatively, this is the scrappiest miner in Skyrim. Which simply can't be true since Craig's jumper is the thing. They are clearly the scrappiest in Skyrim. Mayhap this is the scrappiest on Souls. Solstein. Search me. I don't know which is true.
Last time I rode Jalen's ship, I was heaving.
Well, I'm gonna hit the old snooze button at home for a couple of beats. So, if you'll excuse me.
Talk to Captain.
Excellent.
Another letter from Rallis. He's starting to scare me a little. Looks like that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to go.
A coin or two
Drag
for a
thing.
veteran?
Alright, problem solved. Let's go solve some problems. The things I'll do for bucks, Trashkin. Alright, obviously I still gotta drop off goods, but... I hope you're not angry, but I may need some more resources. Come around when you have time. Oh, I'm not angry. If you need more resources, that's a delight. Unless those resources are manpower, in which point I would ask, what crappy secondhand...
You should listen to Mogul.
Why were you running?
Seems you've inherited a situation.
What kind?
Drogus Relvi owes me 1,000. At least he did until you... The way I figure it, it's your fault he can't pay me. So I guess I'm going to have to collect it from you.
How about half?
Yeah, that sounds good. Half.
So
I think
glad
that'll
you're
work.
understanding.
Until next time.
I work for Mogul.
Only because I don't like you, but not enough to murder you.
Weapons and armor. I'm sorry we can't
The
compensate.
mines are open and the shop is busy.
Not to
again.
worry, Adro.
Thank you.
I'll recover my losses in due time.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the ebony mines. You brought
Glover's a
light to
good
the
sword,
dark.
despite his background. Though he might be recovering his losses from his pockets. Just saying. Right, storage. I'll spare you the detail work on the shuffling of items. Alright, so it turns out there's a little quest for magical ice weapons, or I'd already have a fresh set of daggers on me, but, well, what can you do? There's also I decided to flip smithing. Because I'm a derp.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the finest weapons and armor. Bring
There
your
we go.
weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Yeah, I only trust my own smithing at this point. Even if I've lost all knowledge of it. Suddenly. Swiftly. Alarmingly.
Stand aside, Outlander.
You... I don't know what it is about volcanic golems. I just really like them. I don't know. I think I first started liking them back in Monster Hunter World. It's part of a new section of me going, ooh, pretty. They're all dead, huh? Oh, they're alive? They're alive.
I was hoping I wouldn't see you quite so. Yes, well, the mercenaries did their jobs. Worth every septim. Of course, they might disagree. The dead ones, anyway.
Gods, what a disaster.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done this before. But that just means we're getting good at it.
What?
You go make the Draugr dead again, and I'll keep the rest of these.
Okay, Rallis. You got it.
It's Rallis' problem now.
So you say. So you say. Things I'll do for bucks. Alright, here we go. Whoa! Whoa! These ones are lively. Didn't expect lively. Peekaboo. like the distribution is going a little differently this time. Oh, they've been busy again. Not yet. Not yet. That's frustrating. Well, at any rate, in we go. How's it going, buddy? Anybody else feeling froggy? Don't remember that being there. You're new. Don't mind if I do. Huh. Guess I sure read while I had a chance. Whoops! Lucky me. Hey, buddy. A lot of corpses down here. Didn't you just start recycling the last bunch? Oh, come on, I had that one.
Lunaus!
I think that's what we're after. Hello! Battle axe. Iron. We got iron. spells or anything of Arcana. Alright, I'll have a peruse. I'll hear an assessment. Cast the spells Ignite and allows you to cast the spells Ignite and Freeze. That's fascinating. Normally spell usage isn't attached to an item, but oh, not what we're after. It's certainly better than a truck in the eye. Yeah, of course, the time when I'm not trying is when I get through unscathed. Of course. You see, the blades can sense if you care about taking damage or not. Well, that's one burrow cleaned out. Let's go see Rallis and hope he hasn't gotten in unstable between now and then. Oh, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, nice to see you too. Well, let's go hand Rallis whatever he needs and get this back underway. Hey, boys.
Well?
They're dead.
Good. I'm glad I can count on you, at least. I think we're almost to the bottom of the barrel, but it's going to be everything I can do to find more miners. We've developed quite the reputation. But for enough gold, I can do it. Just barely.
How much?
5,000.
Oh, I thought you were talking about real money. Here you go.
I know you could almost buy a house for that much, but like I said, we've
You
got
can buy
quite
a
the
house for that
reputation
much.
out here.
Well, more
And
precisely,
coin is the only counterweight for a bad
you can buy a house
reputation.
or land enough to
Have
build
you
one.
got the money?
I
Good.
do.
This time I'll spring for some more experienced muscle. That should do the trick.
Here's hoping. Well, we could go do something else, but knowing how this system works now, I'm just gonna skip forward to the next bit. I want that buck. I wanted Trashkin. I've gotten every other buck. Yep. You know, I was really expecting the game to tell me to go somewhere or do something. Turns out, I was ahead. I just gotta read a book. Well, see you in just a beat. Well, that'll teach me not to roll on doing goofy things because it got delivered during a dragon attack. Any hoozle. That's some carrier. You're needed. Well, they're starting getting laconic in their old age. Well, let's see what it is this time. Mayhap it's been overtaken by Wabajacks. Mayhap the horses have finally revolted. Perhaps it's full of mirelurks. Come on, game. There we go. What the... No. Well, Rallis is somewhere in there. If Rallis got caught up, it can't be good. Hey, guard the front, would you? Last time they just rushed. What the... Yeah, where's me out to, buddy? Oh yeah, and Mirek popped back up to swoop one of my dragon souls again. Is he getting drug into Rallis? Managed this all by his onesies? Because if so, that dude... Oh dear. This is problems. So, Rallis does a one-man wrecking crew and holding back this entire time, which worries me for a number of reasons. Okay, Rallis is not a one-man wrecking crew, but I am still concerned for Rallis. Got going on down here? Oh, hey, one of the Reiklings. So glad to see you, buddy. Well, that being the case, let's try working our way in that direction. This way? Search me. Oh, hello. Okay, well, we solved that puzzle, but... what do those do? More effective wards. Or less effective, but afford 50% of magicka from incoming spells. So that's one way to keep the old mana bar topped off. I feel like I'm missing something here. there's something to that, but... Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Ain't that grand. All right, boys, one at a time, please. Whoa! Wait, good on that jump scare, friend. That you worked hard for that. I'm proud of you. Double. Oh. Okay, let's assume for a moment. Double serpent. Well, that's not it. How about double whale? No. Oh, double whale. Oh, small chance of paralyzing anybody who strikes me with a melee attack. Oh, that was for the hint. Let me guess, that's the second hint? Yeah, I made a remarkably lucky guess. Any hoozle. A nice looking pot. Well, I know what choice I'm making. Night night. Never saw it coming. Somehow. Don't I see how I pulled that one off, Trashkin? That, like, 30% bonus to sneak. Earning its keep. Well, I assume there'll be hints here, so... Hey, jerk face! Oh! Oh boy! This is not how I saw this going.
Nun aus!
Nice hammer. Alright, buddy. They'll do it by sheer stage presence. Mine now. Explain yourself.
Oh, God. What happened?
Oh, okay.
What have I done?
Just take it easy. Try to explain it. You've been through a traumatic experience. Just tell me what you can.
I don't remember. Ever since I got here to Colbjorn, I've heard whispers.
Have you had any contact with Heartstones lately?
Imaginings. They've only gotten louder since I've stayed. Pounding, driving. A couple of times I blacked out. It was just before the Draugr woke up.
Ah. Did you kill the miners?
I don't know. Maybe. It's what he wanted. He just needed their energy. I don't know. I hope I didn't. But maybe I... Please, you have to believe me.
I believe you, but it's best you not show your face here again.
Of course. I don't even want to hear the word barrow again. Ever. I'll go to Raven Rock, and you won't mention this to anyone. If you see me there, just give a nod, and I'll lend you a hand if you need it. It's the least I can do. Just keep this quiet.
The reputation's already out, Rallis, but good luck to you. I think they're just doing that to goof with us. The call probably just is, do you want a companion or do you want someone dead? My stuff now. Of course, I would find it. Now. Oh. Trashkin, I will happily head in, but I don't know if I have the energy to finish what we start here. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Yeah, Trashkin, I'm thinking we're gonna start next week off with the next book. I just don't have the get up and go for it. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think it's time we start thinking about ending this run, Trashkin. But don't be sad. Don't worry about it. Well, there'll be more. There's always more games, Trashkin. Yeah, I kinda wanna see where this pops out. This is a very cool dungeon. Topside, okay. Alright, let's snag that book. I'll make a save, and that's where we're gonna call this session, I dare say. Let's get lured in. Alright, do your thing, tentacles. Filigree or filament and filigree. Huh. Oh, another shadow puzzle. Not a joy. already? I'll be damned, that's the shortest of all of them. Oh. That would be problems. Well, I'm glad I poked my nose in. I'll make for a real short opening next time. Alright, what do we got? Secret of Strength, Arcana, and Protection. I'll take Secret of Strength, thank you. Back to Soulstein. Well, that was a whole 2 minutes. You just gotta be brave enough to wander into the darkness and eat some damage. I'll be. Oh, that's it for the barrel, I suppose. Maybe I'll meander back and see if we can't grab that quest we were denied in Skal real quick. Just for curiosity. I'll save you the travel, Trashkin. Alright, we should be about there. Ah, there's the murder tent. But yeah, I've been sitting on the episodes ready to go of the initial, the baseline, of the main campaign for Dying Light for some months now. Alright, fine, I'll wait until a reasonable hour. Now you.
These are... Leave us now. Leave us now.
Storn was like a father to me. To all of us. I do not know what we will do without him.
Well, heck. I guess we're out of luck on that one.
I'm going to find
I think
whoever
he knew
did
what
this.
would happen. He saw his death in that book. I do not let his death be for nothing. Go and stop Mirak.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What was that?
13.
What happened to me?
These are dark times. How will we get through them without Storm to guide us?
Well, I guess there's no talking to Yor. To either resolve it, or you gotta do it beforehand. I might have deadlocked myself again.
I don't understand. I thought the village was safe. What are we going to do now?
Good question. I'm gonna go to the Great Hall until next episode, is what I'm gonna do.
Freya will grieve, but she will prove a good shaman. Storm taught her well. He knew she was ready to guide us in his place.
Well, so you say. It's not a bad Great Hall. Could do with a few more tables, but not much in here. Well, Trashkin, I'm out of ideas, so I think next time we're gonna do a little bit of side questing and maybe wrap up the run. We'll run extra long next week. But yeah, I think it's time we wrap up the run and we move on to Dying Light. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed your time here, hey, You can always hit me up in the comment section. You can always subscribe if you haven't already. And you can always join us around the trash fire when it's lit for some drinks, some snacks, some decent company, and a little bit of entertainment. And of course, likes, comments, and even dislikes keep the trash fire going. So, if you do have to depart us now, which you don't have to, we got plenty of videos to keep you amused if you can hang out for a bit. But if you must, depart us now. I'd like to remind you all to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Don't forget to tell the people you love you give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.